So today we're gonna do a tutorial on Electric War, the song of Lil Barrie and Malcolm Catto. I decided to play the whole riff in one go at the beginning so that you see more or less what we're going to be learning. Though this is basically the intro, first part and the first transition. And we're gonna learn also another part, which I will just show you right now at full speed, so then you can see what we're gonna learn today. And then if we have time, I'll try to show the small variations around those riffs, but let's see if we can cover it or not. The second riff to be covered is this part. So, So I messed it up a little bit, but you get the idea. So let's start with the beginning. The introduction is a fairly easy, small thing, small riff that is played on the last, on the high E string with a pull-on, pull-off from the 14th fret to the 15th. And then on the string below on the same fret. I think there's roughly like 4 or 5 hammer going on. And then he goes right away to the rhythmic section. The rhythmic section is actually happening here between the 1st and the 3rd frets on the E string. I will do it slowly once so that you can see it. So this is basically what Barrie is playing 90% of the time when he's on the verse. When he's singing, though, we will see he's doing something slightly different. But this is actually, yeah, quite an easy riff. You just need a little bit of training to get it right with the rhythm. But this is basically, the only thing that is a bit peculiar is the fact that it goes down to this note instead of this one. Like my natural tendency would have been to do. But Barrie likes to spice things up, so he's doing it down here. So you see 3rd, 4th string and 3rd fret. All right, I hope it's slow enough so that you can learn it. If not, give me a comment and I'll do another video where I make it even slower if needed. So after the intro and this rhythmic part, he starts to sing. And by the time he's starting to sing, he's actually playing the melody he's singing on the guitar too. He does it when he plays live with the finger rather than the pick. So he would be doing like... I will play it with the pick, but live he alternates between singing and playing with the thumb like this, and then going back to with the pick for the rhythm part. So it starts on the 4th string, 3rd fret. Okay. And then it goes back to the rhythm section. Once again. Second line that he's doing of singing is very similar. It starts here on the fourth string, 5th fret. Once again. Okay. Yeah. One thing that I missed before, so I'm gonna go back to it after, is also a bit of a transition he's doing between the intro and those lines. Basically, yeah, when he's singing, he's basically doing this, singing the melody, playing the melody that he's singing, and then going back to the rhythm section. One thing I didn't show you before is at the end of the intro, he's doing a very interesting lick, which I found pretty fancy, which is this. So he goes. I think we can deep dive a little bit into this one now. It's all on the 3rd fret, you know, with the last 3 strings being pitched. And then you do a hammer with your finger here on the 5th fret of the 4th string here, so. Right? And then you do after an upstroke with the pick, so first down. Okay. And then a downstroke again, doing a pull-off. So, again. And then you go back to the 3rd string, 5th fret. Okay. Then again on the 4th string, this. So. And then on the 3rd string, you're on the 5th fret, then 4th, then 3rd, then 4th. So I will do it a couple of times very slow. All right. Yeah. After that, he's doing a super interesting riff too, in between the verses, which I will play one time here. There are several variations of it. Let's learn that one first, and if we have time, then I'll do the other one. This is starting on the 12th fret, 3rd string, then the one below, also on the 12th fret, and then the one below on the 9th. So you have a bit of a stretch of the fingers here. And you have an arpeggio down and up. Okay? And then after the arpeggio is done, you have this riff from 10th on the 4th string, 10th, 12th, and then 11th on the string below. And then a bit of wobbling of the Bixby. So I'll do it slowly one more time. Once again. And then the second one is more or less the same, except that the end is a bit different. It's, and then you're on the 4th string, 13th fret, 10th fret, 12th fret. I'll do it slowly. So once again from the beginning in one piece. The other variations are a bit different. It will be played quite a lot of time, that thing in the song. You have one that goes down a bit, which is here 10th on the 4th string, then a second, then 11th on the 2nd string, and 10. So there is one last that is a bit more fancy that goes. So here again the arpeggio, then you go on 12th, 11th, 13th, and bend. Sorry. And then here I will just do it slowly. You're on the 15th fret. So 15th, 13th, with this hammer on, hammer off. So this is like the fancy part. You can do the song without it, but I just thought I would show it to you quickly. Then I'll try to hurry up because I don't have a lot of storage space on my phone. The last riff I wanted to show you is this bit where he's actually kind of singing his chorus, which is. So this is 5th fret here, middle finger here, so here, 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 and there. Sorry, I can't count anymore. I'm getting a bit tired of counting the frets. I hope you can see the position well here. Tac. So again here. So he's doing first a stroke with the pick and then the finger, and then he goes one up, one fret up. Okay, and then you go all the way to the 12th fret on the 2nd string, on the 8th string, and you have a bit of a also an arpeggio. 12, 12, 10th, 12, 12, 10th, and then you have here the 2nd finger on the 11th and last finger on the 13th. You're muting basically every string except those two, and you're doing this kind of octave riff, a bit of your Wes Montgomery jazz thing. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna cut the video now to not make it too long. Let me know if you're interested in learning the super small variations there are. There are others, small stuff which are fun to play, and maybe I'll do a part 2 video for that. I hope it was helpful and that you can learn a bit more how to play that song. I really like it. It's very dissonant, but it has some fun thing to play in it. And yeah, always liking doing more Barrie songs. And yeah, and I hope you're gonna enjoy it. Have a good one. One small thing that I forgot to cover in the tutorial, which I'm adding now, is the outro of the song, which goes like this. So you start with the 8th fret on the 2nd string, and then you go here, and then you do this chord, which is from the 10th here, 9th here, 10th here, and 10th here. So okay, need to be quite fast. And then after you go from then back to the first note, So these two are on the 11th, huh? Yeah. So that's it, and it finishes, the song finishes on a weird, very weird chord, which I didn't know, which is this one, which is the wrap up here on the 5th. Then you have your middle finger also on the 5th of the 2nd string. Then this one on the 5th of the 4th string. So, and then your 2nd finger here on the 4th. So 5th, 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 4th. So very dissonant chord. The whole song is actually kind of dissonant, but this is the little cherry on top for the end. Yeah, that's it. I didn't want to make the video too long, but this part is very important. I didn't cover the solo of the song because it's kind of a fuzzy thing. Maybe I'll do a separate video on that, but for the moment, I think there's enough to have fun with the song. Bye.